What's going on, family? You're tuned in to Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Kid Miller in the big chair tonight. James is out on the boat. I have no idea where Miguel is. Jeff Kaufman is on the West Coast getting his law on, but I'm joined in the virtual studio with my sisters from the Pillar Fort podcast, Rue and Amy. We had such a good time last night, man. So thank you, ladies, again for sitting in with me. If you guys can hear the stuff we talk about during the break, yeah. Rule killer. I wouldn't be shocked in 20 years if 20 years we ain't got a Netflix documentary about Rue being a whole serial killer. I wouldn't even be shocked, bro, because she threatened life over you, Amy.
I would just like to say that there were not any real threats contractually. There were empty threats, and I do not have it in me to actually be a killer. So on the record, I did not do the killing.
You dream about killing and you know it.
I'm not Dexter, Amy.
How would we know? How would we know?
We'll know in 20 years.
This is on the record. What happened during the break was not on the record, but now we're on the radio and it's on the record. And you heard it here first, folks. I am not a killer.
Okay, if you say so, man. But speaking of killer, Rue is making a trip this weekend. She is going to Morocco for a work trip. Like, I don't even know what you do for a living, bro.
Exactly, it's a mystery.
See, killer, bro. So you headed to Morocco this weekend. Talk about your trip, sis, if you can.
Well, I do feel proud in knowing that I am going to Africa before you probably can.
No, I've been to Uganda.
Oh, okay. That's more African than Morocco. Okay,
yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, but there are no like corporate work hotels, so they couldn't just put me up at a Marriott in Morocco. So instead, I'm staying at like a beach resort, which feels kind of nice. I'm gonna go do some horseback riding for $30 and eat a lot of food.
Yeah. I actually got to go to you about to, man. I was totally about to say Wakanda, bro.
Wakanda.
I was about to say Wakanda. I went to Wakanda.
I hope I end up in Wakanda. That's probably where I'm going.
Yeah, I went to Uganda. I got to travel to Uganda with the president. That's a clip on my Instagram of me talking about it. Because growing up in America, when we see Africa, we see huts and skinny people and flies and all of that. And I get to Uganda and it was Atlanta. It was Atlanta. Yeah. It had like nightclubs, skyscrapers, like beautiful women. Like it wasn't nothing that I expected when I got there.
Well, and here's the thing is we need America to continue to think that there's nothing going on in Africa because that is the only way I can afford it. It is cheaper for me to go to Morocco and stay at an all-inclusive resort than it is for me to travel to California.
That's crazy.
Or even California is like high, like it's probably cheaper for me to like even travel to Chicago, like cheaper to go to Morocco than go to Chicago, just based on the flights.
That's wild. What airline are you flying?
I'm flying Air France. Oui, bonjour, croissant. And I have a layover in Paris, so I do plan on making some enemies while I'm there.
But how?
You gonna get some chocolate too? Chocolate?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, when in France, you know.
How long is this layover that you making enemies? Like, was you there for laying over 2 days? Like, how long is this layover?
It's only 2 hours, but I will make an enemy. My life goal is to go to France and make enemies because I feel like that's the only way the French will respect me. Like, they don't want me going there to be friends. They want me to be their enemy, and I am there for that.
I'm French.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, me neither. At all.
That's just something white people say to feel exotic.
Yeah, at all, bro. Where you?
And you're too nice.
Where you?
Yeah, why aren't you yelling at me? Like,
I do. I yell at you all the time. It's just not as loud as you yell at me.
And Amy, you can't really be French because every time I want to smoke a cigarette, you smack it out of my hand.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm French Canadian, and I used to smoke 2 packs a day and drink lots of wine. I just made my life better.
All right, can we get old Amy back?
Yeah.
Am I lagging on y'all's end?
No,
No.
you good. You good.
Okay.
I'm curious to this how crazy it is. We're in Florida, Africa right there. You gotta fly up and then fly down. Wait,
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Oh
it doesn't
yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. That's just how it be.
Can you remember when Sarah Palin said she could see Russia from her house?
Yeah.
That's what you just sounded like.
Yo, it's right there, bro. If I get on the roof of my house and I look, I can see Morocco. It's right there, bro. But I gotta fly up and then fly down. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That don't make sense, man.
That
And the
don't
fact
make
that
sense.
the fact that Rue's making enemies again, she's a contract killer. If she's making enemies on her layover, she's a contract killer. I know
Ooh,
it.
I
Amy,
have
I
on the
see,
record.
yeah.
On the record, I have no comment to that statement.
Yo. So
Yerusa.
Yerusa was picking her flights, and she could have had a straight flight, but she ain't got no bodies in Paris. So she like, let me go up here, pew, pew, somebody, and then come on down.
That's it.
Once
I need
again,
to-
on the
yeah.
record, this has never happened, but allegedly, if it does, not my problem.
I need to check Ruth, I need a list of everywhere you been. And I need to check
Why are
these
you
dates
the
and time.
government, Ken?
No.
Are you the police?
No,
Yeah,
I'm just known for solving crimes. I watch High Potential. I solve a crime. When I'm watching Dateline at 42 minutes, I know that's the killer.
Yeah.
I know who the killer is at 41 and 42 minutes. I'm like, yep, it was Amy's fake husband. I knew it, bro.
I will stay and watch like the entire thing to know like
Yeah, I gotta
how
finish it.
happened.
Gotta
Yeah.
finish it up.
Because what happens is if you're watching Dateline and the guy who is the killer, he'll have on this real wrinkly polo or wrinkly button up because he's in jail. And so they have, you know what I mean? So they have the jail thing covered up, and then they have a little green screen, so like he's in the library. And then the green screen goes away, and he's getting interviewed in jail. Like, yo, bro, I know jail. I know green screen jail when I see it. Yo.
You think they have a video studio in every jail for that purpose also?
Sure, they gotta be. Hey, also, too, does the criminal get paid for being on this episode?
That's a good point. Because like they're providing their time.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Are
in
they
jail.
allowed to make money in jail? Can you make money in jail? I guess you're allowed to. The mob does it,
like
right?
how maybe they just get paid in
Hey,
cigarettes.
Hey, wait, man. Did you say the mob?
Yeah, the mob makes money while they're still in jail. They got a little.
Are you talking about Mad Men? Like, are you?
There's no mob and Mad Men.
Oh.
Sopranos, yes, and Goodfellas. I love all those movies. So they still sell like sausages and like get
Hey,
stuff
yo,
off the trucks.
pause.
They sell sausages and their
No.
blankies.
Pause is not racist. Pause is gay. When you say gay, like when so and so said she was hard under the blanket, and now they selling sausages in jail. Pause.
Ken,
Outside of
so and
jail.
so, I ain't about that. You know, I was hard under the blanket.
Hey, yo, pause. No.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay, so what?
Way to rewind. I need my rewind button. Amy, you didn't know what pause was?
Pause. What? What do you mean?
When somebody
fingers?
says pause.
Pause. Like hand
No,
pause?
not
No,
nope.
pause. Like pausing something, like stopping it.
Oh, you're telling me to stop talking?
No, hey, Amy, Canadian France liqueur. If you hear a young person, you say something out of pocket, and a young person says pause, that means you said something gay. No, pause, like you stopping it.
Oh, the radio, they can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing little pause, little cute cat pause, little mitten pause.
6'7", 6'7".
6'7".
6'7". Every time, okay, this sounds really bad, but every time I see a kid do 6'7", the only thing like with this motion that I see is like
Balls.
boobies. Oh,
Pause, bro.
but
Pause
Ken, it's not
again.
gay considering
okay.
that Amy's
okay.
a woman.
It don't matter, bro. I don't know. We just have to say it. I don't know why. It's just what they say. You say something out of pocket, you gotta say it, man.
Oh, I haven't heard that from because I don't have a real kid. I haven't heard that one.
Ask your kid. Ask your kid if she knows what pause is, and I bet she'll know what it is.
She
I feel
does
like if Amy
the
had a son,
no.
she would know what pause
Yeah.
was.
My kid does the no, wait, stop. Like no matter what. And like, you'll be talking like, oh, I went to the store. She'll be like, wait, no, stop. And then I'm like, what do I don't know how to keep on going when they keep on saying, wait, no, stop.
Is
Over and
that
over again.
I don't know that. That's a thing.
That's a thing. And it's really bad when I'm driving because I'll be like driving and talking and she'll be like, wait, no, stop. And I stop and I'm like, what are you talking? She's like, oh no, I was just talking. I was just talking. So yeah, they say, wait, no, stop.
No,
all the
that's
time.
what he.
But it doesn't mean anything. They just being a-holes.
Well, it's
But I
like
don't think we're trying to
pause, or
be
no,
a-holes.
it's like
It's
start
not
talking to
pause.
me. Say something to me. Say something to me.
I don't
Who?
want to.
We're gonna do it right now. Someone say something to
No,
me.
I can't role play. I'm not.
Wait,
an
no,
actor.
stop. That's all it is. That's it. Just to like add something. It's like a layer onto the conversation, but you still keep on going. And then I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, or something. I don't know. I'll ask her. I'll circle
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Yeah, circle back, because I have never heard that.
Are you having AI conversations with your kid?
My
Yeah,
AI child, my hologram, my birth hologram.
The birth hologram that Rue wants to have.
I feel like it'd be easier than real birth.
We gotta talk. I don't think we started with that. I think you're gonna have to tell everybody what you were talking about.
Yeah, Rue wants to have a kid, but she wants the kid to be a hologram because she doesn't want to do real childbirth. So she wants
to
to
birth a hologram.
She wants to birth a hologram, which is dope because you could change the hologram to be whatever you want as they get older. It could be a super successful kid.
It's true. That's true.
Exactly.
You can
The
work
future.
with stuff.
The
You
next
can work with
CEO.
big stuff. Next
It could be a
CEO.
CEO. You ain't got to worry about that kid offing himself. Nothing, bro. Like
And the kid's immortal, so I would get some like retirement out of the child, you know?
Thank
And
you,
now
Amy.
you
I'll
know
be
why
here
I
all
have a
night.
fake family, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy already has a hologram family.
Yeah. So
You're welcome.
Hey, Rue, do you real talk? You don't want children?
I think I like the concept of kids. I just like don't have any right now for me to like really I just don't know what I want in life. And if a kid does come out of me, then I'm like, you know what? We got one. It's a weird child.
That's a big question, Ken. We were all laughing. All said, "Do you want children?"
No,
Well,
because I got two kids, had two kids. Amy has a baby, and so Rue, we're joking about kids. So I was just curious because you're just so nonchalant. Like, hey, if I have a kid, it happens. Because you got to do stuff to make a kid. It ain't like you just gonna have a baby. You ain't Mary Magdalene.
Rue's gonna go to brunch and come back with a baby. Is what's
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take like a Santiago's bodega brunch for that to
That's
happen.
how she got all her animals and her boyfriend, I think.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Rue, you damn near 40, bro. Like,
Wow, that is crazy allegations. I know
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want us to be like best friends, but Ken, I am 10 years younger than you.
okay, so if you're 10 years younger than me, you're 38 years old.
Oh,
Oh no, yeah,
Sorry.
that's exactly.
You damn near 40, Rue. And you can't have a baby when you 40 because then that baby come out, you know what I mean?
Don't
So-
pressure
But Ken,
her.
let's be honest. No matter what age I am when I have a kid, the kid will be weird.
That's true.
It will be
That
the
is-
weirdest child.
That is true,
It's
yo.
gonna be smart. It'll be smart.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
know.
true. You ever seen the movie Mr. Brooks with Kevin
No.
Costner? He's a serial killer, and his daughter takes on the genetics of him and becomes a killer too.
Mm,
So Rue, don't have no kids.
that's Rue. Yeah. For
We don't
sure.
need
See,
another
now that
killer.
you say, now
We don't
that
need
when you
another
put it
killer.
like that, I will consider being very serious about having kids.
All right, wait. With that being said, we're going to commercial break so we can talk Rue out of having a murder baby. We'll be right back. Real Labs Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller and the Big Cheddar Night. Guys, do me a favor. Go out there, like, follow, and subscribe. Leave us a comment, leave us a message, and we will reach back out to you. James is out on the boat. I have no idea where Miguel is, and Jeff Kaufman is on the West Coast right now. But join the virtual studio with the Pillow Fort podcast, ladies, Rue and Amy. So Amy sent me this. I asked them last night, hey, what you guys want to talk about? Because, we'll be random. And so apparently Amy and them, you guys did a show and y'all had a comic who walked a whole bunch of the people in the audience. So what happened?
So I was just on a lineup last night, just a regular lineup. There's like 12 comics, and the room was probably 30 people, nice and cozy. I was real excited. I was later on the lineup, which is sometimes great, and then literally right before my set, one of the comedians did walk about 7 to 8 people all up front.
Ooh.
And it was like I'm not gonna say who it is, but it was like a newer comic, and they weren't reading the room, and the vibes just shifted. So by the time I got up there was just this big chunk of like empty chairs in the front seat, and then it's like it's fine, it's still fun, you still go up there and do your job. My set was still good, I still killed, I still did a good job, but at the same time it's like, what do you guys do when one person is responsible for ruining the whole show? What do y'all do? Do you have any little tips that y'all do?
You know, um, I have been this person before.
What, the walker? You've walked the crowd?
Well, so
Was it you? Was it you last night?
well, once there was a comic that I'm not really a huge fan of, and I saw like a couple of people sitting in the audience that like clearly did not want to be there, and it turned out that they were waiting to see that comic. So I look over to them and I'm like, you guys can just leave. Like no one's waiting for you. And so like 5 people left, and then like all the comics in the back were like, why did you do that? Like, that was like the worst thing for you to do. And I was like, what? You guys walk an audience all the time. I can't nicely walk an audience. It's within my right. It's within my right. So yeah, I am the worst. I'm the worst person.
That is hilarious. I try my best. If I'm the next comic, okay, so the host should have been like, hey, man, y'all stick around. We only got a couple comics left.
Shotgun miking. We shotgun hosted. Okay.
Ooh, so if I'm coming up, if I can catch them if I can catch them in the process of leaving, I'm like, hey, come on, y'all, just give me. I got 5 minutes. Can y'all just sit here for my set?
You'll beg them to stay.
Oh, I beg them to stay. Man, I was at the open mic last week at the Funny Bone. I was doing the main room, and Carmen Valone was hosting, and it was packed. It was that out of New Year's Eve when everybody wants to be a comic. You know what I mean? That my New Year's resolution is to do stand up. It was one of those nights. This comic,
amateur night.
This comic had to walk 20 people.
I'm
talking about the whole room. It was because I don't know what it is about new comics. I'm at the point now, I'm 20 years in the game. I don't care what you talk about anymore. I used to be that comic. Hey, you gotta talk about this and that. Make sure. I don't care anymore. I don't care about you being fun. I don't care about any of you anymore. I don't care. Don't ask me my opinion. Don't ask me for no advice. I am the old curmudgeon. I don't give a damn.
He's done.
Unc is done. But I will say this. I have no idea what these new comics are talking about now. It's just not even funny. It's either super dark, super disgusting, just super inappropriate. And I'm like, are you up there to make people feel? Because there's this notion that comedy is supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, and it's not.
I think what's happening is that a lot of young comics also only hang out around other comics and don't know what real people actually do, or how, like, what they actually find funny, or what like is relatable to them. And so when you're only around other comics, you could make jokes, but it's for other comics. But then when you get into a room with actual paying customers, and people who are paying are not going to be other comedians, you go up and you make a joke, you're gonna end up walking the crowd because they're not gonna be able to relate to you, like making some disgusting, super dark joke.
Yeah, when Rue and I see a new crop of comedians, like from a comedy class, we'll be like, oh, we need to go get them now and then bring them into our fold so we can just talk to them like humans. Because you'll see people come into the scene who are nice, fun, excited to, make people laugh. And then they'll get into a crowd of like people that only talk about sad stuff. And then that's it. And then that's all you ever hear from them. And I agree, Ken. I was thinking on the way home, I was like, who is this for? I was like, there was like 30 people in there. And like some of these comedians were not there to make anybody like do anything but listen to their trauma, which I'm all for. Like, I love a storytelling show. I love like a trauma show. But when someone's going to laugh, there's got to be that balance. And a lot of people don't do that anymore. So I get confused the same way as you do, Ken. Same exact thing
Yeah,
I was thinking.
I'm lost. And like I said, I don't care anymore. I truly don't. If that's what you want to talk about, bro, it's show 5 minutes. But I used to tell them this. I used to pull them to the side. I'm like, what do you do for a living? Do you have family? Are you
Yes,
dating?
literally. Do you have family?
Are you a
We have
human?
friends.
Like, yo, but you just went up there and did a 5-minute bit about how you had sex with a tortoise. What? What?
I mean, wait a minute though. I kind of want to hear that. I don't know. That sounds
Yeah. When we're in our, like Ruth said, when we're in our comedy circle, yes. But if I'm a paid customer and I'm sitting there eating tortoise meat, and then you're like, yo, so I had sex with a tortoise. And I'm like, is it the tortoise that I'm eating right now?
It was
Yes,
slow and
literally.
sexy.
Because like I find that hilarious, but that's just because we're desensitized to what's actually like funny for audiences because we're doing comedy all the time and we don't find that like after watching enough comedians, I just feel like my like in order to make me laugh, like when watching stand-up, it's like a higher like it has to be like really funny. Now I feel like it took the joy out of laughing and watching stand-up. But like so the tortoise meat stuff is funny, but then like you go up and make a tortoise meat joke in front of people who have like 9 to 5s. They're gonna be like, "What?"
Wait a minute.
They're not on that level yet, guys. You gotta get them there.
I'm always curious. We've talked about this show or this topic a lot on this show. I'm just always curious to like, you're not funny. So what made you want to do this?
Attention.
Why are you here?
Why
What
are you
doing
here? like it's so I host the open mic. It'll be 27 comics, and 3 of them will be funny. And I get it. When you first start, you're not supposed to be funny, but you're supposed to have a little bit. Like it's got to be something that I'm like, oh, that got potential. It's never. It's just a crop of very terrible comics. And I'm just like, why comedy? And Dwayne said this. This is what Dwayne told me. I said, why do all the people do comedy? He says that being a comedian is cool. It is.
Feel cool because I'm
It's cool. Now, I don't know about you. You are a total dweeb. Have you guys ever told somebody you're a comic and their expression changes?
Yeah.
Because they've never met. Anytime I tell somebody I'm a comic, like they're so excited that they've met a comic. There's no other profession. I can meet somebody like, yeah, man, I'm a surgeon. Oh, that's cool. I don't glow up. People glow up when you tell them you're a comic. I don't know why.
I think it's like the closest thing that people can get to like the entertainment business because actors are usually like concentrated in, you know, your Atlantas, LAs, New Yorks, but like comedians are everywhere and they have to live amongst the people. And so like when you tell someone that you're a comic, it's like you're the first performer that person has ever met or has ever talked to.
That and so many people are so scared to speak in public, so they think it's like a superpower that you can speak in public. And then when they see a comedian and they think it's all just like off the cuff, they don't realize you've been doing the same jokes for 25 years. Like, wow. You know, they don't know. And it is like when you become a comic, or I didn't realize you had to say the same thing over and over again and make it sound like you never said it. Like people don't realize all the smoke and mirrors and they just think you're a cool person. And then they meet you in real life. They're like, she's just a dumpy white lady. She's not funny at all.
They don't know. They don't know I got $0 for that set.
Yeah.
They don't know I practiced that friggin' thing 25 times to kind of make it sound okay. They have no idea all that behind it because that's what the goal is. And like when I first started, people will be like, "Oh, you do comedy?" And now you know what I mean. Like, "Oh, you don't do you're not funny enough to do comedy." People still do that to me. So I mean, I get a reverse reaction from you, Ken. People aren't like excited. They're like, "What?"
I did have an ex-boyfriend. I had an ex when I was like, I've always been interested in trying out comedy. It just like I hadn't built up my confidence to actually go up on stage, and I hadn't really figured out how to do it. And so when I turned to my ex and I was like, I want to do comedy, he was like, you could never do stand-up comedy. And then I saw, I know, I broke up with him. I broke up with him, and I saw that he had a Venmo charge for a comedy show. So I went to Chicago and did 6 shows within his vicinity in hopes that he would see that I was doing comedy.
Contract killer. What?
Contract killer, bro. Yo, first of all, the fact that you checking Venmo charges is bananas, bro.
Well, it just showed up. Sometimes I'm scrolling down Venmo to check the charges because
On your weekly check. On your weekly Sandra Bullet the net. Yeah.
People put everything. You know what I like watching on Venmo is seeing couples pay each other back and forth.
I
Like,
love it.
why
I love it.
you guys are just paying each other through Venmo, like, and letting everyone see that you charge this man $2 for like half a pizza.
Something happened. Something's going on. I agree.
Dog, look here. I had to block that, man. I don't because comedians would be like, yo, that club paid you this. I only got hey man.
Private. All my stuff's private. I don't
Yeah,
care
I
about
mine is
that.
private now.
I made it private, but I also read everyone else's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yo, that is I'd be real with you. I never ever paid attention to that. I would see them pop up, but I never went to go look to see who was getting charged for what. That's crazy, Venmo. Of any other money apps that you get money from, that's crazy that you can see what people are sending money for. Like it'd be like it's $5, and it'd be like the pizza emoji. You'd be like, like
And
yeah,
sometimes if it happens too often, I'm like, is it really pizza?
yeah.
If it's
You have an
flowers, we know what it
addiction?
is. It's like,
Yeah.
don't put that you're buying weed through Venmo. Come on,
Yo.
it's bad.
Yeah, use Cash App for that.
Yeah, I'm with you,
Zelle.
Rue. I'm with you, Rue. If it is it pizza or is it because they both got 5 letters? I'm just saying. But yeah, but Amy, back to that. Yeah, usually if somebody's walking the audience, I try my best to I got like I promise you I'm gonna be funny. Like I'll be
Right.
begging. I'm begging, man. Because
Does it
I
What
know
do
work?
you do? What do you
It-
do
yeah, it's-
when you
I-
beg him to stay and then
I-
you bomb?
First of all, Ken Miller don't bomb, baby.
Come on.
Ken Miller don't
Such a
bomb. Nah, I love bombing, dog.
It's
I
so
love
fun. I feel like it's a reset to bomb.
I took
I
an
need it.
L Thursday.
Where?
I took an L Thursday. I was at Debonair. It's downtown Orlando, a book by Brody Love. It's jazz and jokes. And there was only 2 people there.
Oh.
It was supposed to be 40 people. It was 2 people and they paid. So I said, well, I'm going to give them 10 minutes. I can do 10 minutes in my sleep. And so there was a group of ladies, 5 ladies smoking hookah. I brought them over like, hey, y'all come over so I can have a little bit of audience. And them 5 ladies talked my whole set.
Come on.
My whole set. So I just turned away from them and just started talking to the 2 people. And the staff is laughing. They're having a good time. But for Ken Miller, I was just like, yeah, that was a bad show. And which is why, because Thursday it's 7 people. And tonight I'm on my way to Fort Pierce to perform for 1,250 people. That's comedy.
Yeah.
That is.
Ain't that
that's
comedy?
literally
You
what it is.
have 8 people one night and 300 the next night.
You're a superstar, and then you're just a weird, dumpy white
You're
lady in
just
the
a
morning.
And with that being said, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller and the huge chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out, follow, like, subscribe, and do me a favor, man. Shoot us a comment, send us a message, and we'll hit you back and show us some love, man. James is out on the boat. I have no idea where Miguel is. Jeff Kaufman is out on the West Coast getting his law on, but I'm doing the virtual studio with the Pillow Fort podcast, Rue and Amy. So Amy and Rue are good friends, and when you're good friends, you're allowed to make fun and tease each other. So apparently, Rue loves to make fun of Amy because Amy is a responsible adult and is on time all the time. What is the problem, ladies? I am sitting here. I got y'all on my couch. I'm about to analyze y'all. What is going on?
Thank you, Sally Jesse Raphael. You did a great job.
hey, Rue, Sally Jesse Raphael with this show, which I think was taped in Chicago.
Like Oprah.
I think it could be. I looked that up. But Amy, you gotta talk about why Rue is making fun of you.
I was on my way. I did a little workshop as a therapist yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, Rue, do you want to come hang out?" And she's like, "Well, I'll come over." Rue thinks that time doesn't exist, so she's like, "I'll come over now." I'm like, "Rue, I only have like 15 minutes," and she's like, "Oh, are you gonna be early?" And I'm like, "You mean on time?" Like 15 minutes early is on time. For Rue, 5 minutes late is on time, and we have fights about it all the time.
Okay, here's my thing. It is 2026. No one is on time for anything anymore. Okay? If you are early, if you are on time, you're setting yourself up for disappointment and twiddling your thumbs.
What are you talking about? If you are late, you are not thinking about other person's feelings and you're not valuing their time,
Okay,
Rue.
let me pivot this. If I am late, that means I was giving the time to the person that was in front of me at the time, and that
There's no
I
person. There's
value
no
them, and
person. You know there's no
I
person. There's a
didn't.
dog and a cat. No,
Yes,
if
so I
you're
That ain't-
bumping
value
me
my
for a
dog and
cat,
my cat.
if you're bumping me for a cat, you're not valuing my time, Rue.
That ain't make no sense, Rue.
You
That
know
ain't
what?
make a lick of
Ken,
sense, bro.
why aren't you on my side? Okay, there's a thing called CPT. Okay.
Hey, hey, and I know because I live with a woman who is a notorious for that. She calls it fashionably late.
What is
Yes.
CPT? What CPT means?
It's called colored people time.
Oh no.
And black people are always late. That because we have to be seen. When we walk in there, you gotta see us. You gotta know we coming in. We dress the flyers. We making the most noise. We got the best looking car. We gotta be seen. So it's a thing called it's called CPT. Colored
If
people
it's just
time.
2 people, even if it's just another white person waiting on you.
Yeah,
Amy,
it don't matter. Don't
Amy,
matter.
let me tell you about a wedding I went to once, okay? It was Indian. It was an Indian wedding that on the invitation was for 7 o'clock, okay? The only people that showed up at 7 o'clock were the whites because no, everyone
6:30.
knows.
We're gonna be there at 6:30 ready to eat.
Everyone knows if you get an invitation from a brown person, unless they explicitly are like, yo, you really, really got to be on time for this, like it's a whole venue thing, the time on there is a suggestion, and it's really telling you, okay, it says 7 o'clock, but that's like when you should be getting ready because no one's gonna be showing up. No one's gonna be showing up until like an hour and a half later, earliest. And let me tell you something, okay? The bride, so 7 o'clock was on the wedding invitation. The bride and groom didn't even walk in until 11 p.m.
Shut up. Like Madonna? No.
What? Now that's too much for me. They did a Lauryn Hill. That's a Lauryn Hill right there. That is if you listening to this show, Google Lauryn Hill late and just see how
2 a.m.
she'll show up for her concert be at 8. Lauryn Hill said, I perform when I'm ready. Then you need to put that on the ticket.
Yes.
Hey, don't put a time. Hey, Lauryn Hill, hey, whenever I'm ready to get up there. So then I can walk in at 1:30 a.m. for this concert.
Send me a text when you get there, please,
Yeah, send
Lauryn
me a
Hill.
text out when you're ready. Cause dog, yeah,
What about you, Ken? Are you on time or are you a late person?
yeah, I'm both. I'm both.
Yeah,
And that's both with 2 F's. That's
Like
BOFL. I would say this: I don't like being late to comedy shows. I used to, but now I'm like, I need to get there because I had to get right. Because normally I used to be the dude. True story. I walk in there, and at the Improv, they're playing the music.
Oh,
And I'm walking right on stage.
I can't.
But now I gotta be like 30 minutes early. I gotta get my mind right. I gotta sit down. I gotta pace a little bit. But I used to be the comic when I'm walking in, and hey, give me y'all intros as I write your intro down.
That sometimes, especially when it's something you don't want to do.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, when it's something I don't want to do. Oh, yuck, bro. I'm late for work every day. How I ain't got fired in these 3 years. I am late. I have never. Only time I'm on time is when I work from home.
Yeah, I've been late for work too. Like if I really don't feel like it, I'll be late for that. But for my friends that I love and care about, I'm on time.
Nah.
But that's
Nah.
not like, unless the only thing I'm really on time for is one comedy shows because I need to do the same thing. I need to like get my
So
brain
things you
right
care about,
before.
things you care about, Rue. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
or well, the comedy thing is different. The second, sometimes I get paid for that. The second thing is
In
the
bras.
second
Sometimes you get
thing
paid in bras,
is
but yes.
yeah. Sometimes I get paid in drinks depending on the city, but like the second thing is like if I'm going to like a fitness class because I have to go to studios that charge me $30 if I don't show up. Otherwise, I will not exercise. So that I'll show up for. But like for everything else, it's a suggestion. If I leave you waiting for 15 minutes, it's fine. It's 15 minutes. If I leave you waiting for more than that, then that's wrong. That's on me. Kill
So
me.
what we do, Ken, how we've worked on our friendship here is that she gives me her calendar, and I have access to her calendar, so I know where she's at all times, and then I'll just remind her that I need her to be on time within 5 minutes, and usually she'll help me out, and you'll be there. That's how we deal with it.
Y'all got a weird ass friendship.
Well, I
Ain't,
mean,
ain't
she's
none
if
of
she
my
wants
friends got access to my calendar.
well, she like here's the thing is when someone needs the secretary part of like if someone wants to play secretary in my life, I'm not gonna like say no,
And I do it
she
nicely. I'm
asks to
never a
be.
jerk. I help her out.
Hey, yo, pause. Pause, bro. You never jerk, bro. Come on, B.
Under the
Yo.
blankie, under the cozy blankie. What about it? What about it?
I mean, it is pillow fort. We are under blankies.
What do you think we're doing under there?
Damn.
Listen to the show, please, please.
Hey, Amy, as a licensed therapist, is
Yes.
there something mentally about people who are late all the time?
Well,
Yeah.
it's what you said. I guess they want to be seen, but I also think
I don't
it's
think that's for
cultural.
me.
It's not for you, Rue. What's yours? What's
I
your
don't
mental
care.
problem?
Well, I don't
Rue
care
said,
about
I don't
being
care.
seen.
Your time is more valuable than other people, so maybe it's a narcissist?
No, it's more of a relative thing,
What do you mean?
Just like
Like, what matters to you? I don't matter. Just say it. Just tell everybody
Yeah,
I don't matter.
I'm gonna just show up when I show up, okay? And I know you're an adult. I know you're an adult and you can handle yourself for like 5 minutes.
Well, you need pressure to do stuff, so sometimes I'll have to pressure. Sounds gay. I sometimes have to pressure Rue into things.
You don't say that. You say pause. Amy.
Pause,
That
I'm
would have been
sorry.
the perfect place to say pause.
I can't handle this policing of my content all the time, you guys. Can't say nothing these days.
Well, then stop being early and then you'll save yourself from disappointment.
I could never. I don't. For me, like my family, my Nana was on like 3 hours early for everything. If we're at a flight, we're 3 hours early. If we're doing anything, we're early.
Okay, that Amy, I am on time for that.
Yeah, I do have to be on time.
I have a fear. I have a fear of flying, so I have to get there early to get my mind right and hit a shot of something before I get on that plane. Which, by the way, you're not allowed to tell them that you have a fear of flying because they won't serve you drinks.
Oh, really?
That's good to know.
Yeah, I was on my second drink. I told the flight attendant, "Thank you so much because I have a fear of flying." She says, "Never tell us that because we're not allowed to give you drinks if you have an issue with flying."
Oh, that's crazy. I like to show up to the airport because I know I'll be randomly selected at some point.
Oh, dude, I randomly select you for everything. If you ever came to the Improv, Rue, and you got patted down, that was me. I was like, look,
contract killer, get her.
I was like, I love her to death, but I need you to check to make sure she ain't gonna blow this thing up. I ain't know she could have been at the Haji Mart and just came through.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? Pat me down. I'm not gonna hate it.
But that's why I love Rue too. I love having her around. I feel safer when she's around, and she always helps me.
Yeah, because
really
I'm
does.
hard under the blankie.
Hard on these hard blankies.
Hey, I want to go back to something, Rue. I just noticed a pattern with you, Rue, and I'm just curious. You work, you go to these exercise classes. You're running 5Ks. Are you just doing this are you trying to get into shape? Or are you like, I like exercising? Or what is up with you in all these clubs?
Beautiful though, Rue. You're already in shape and beautiful, but go on.
Well, part of it is about getting into shape a little bit. But I think the other part of it is that I am actually crazy and insane and cranky if I don't work out. And I need to get that energy out of me before I take it out on someone else.
I gotta meet
really for the
Cranky Rue.
betterment. Cranky Roo is so mean.
I love her. She's so funny though. The thing about Cranky Roo is like she's got like sleepy eyes, and so she got like little angry, grumpy bear face, and then it's adorable and it's funny. It's a little scary. You're gonna love it. Just have her take a nap before you meet with her somewhere, and then you'll meet Cranky Roo. She don't like
Yeah.
naps. She's not a napper.
Yeah,
I
that's crazy.
I like okay, so being in the nap is good. It's the waking up process from a nap that really messes with me.
Yeah, it's always cool too to be in your 40s and be able to take a nap. Like it's just something about taking a nap. Like, so I'm off Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. I work Sunday through Wednesday. So if I don't have comedy, so I wake up. I'm a early. I wake up early all the time. It's just my body, and I'm up at like 6. But then I go back to sleep at like 9 if I don't get out of the bed. If I don't get out of bed, I'm gonna go back to sleep. But then I'll be up all day, and then around like 2 o'clock, I'm like, man, I'm gonna take a nap. And I'm like, why?
You're on unk time. That is what
Yo.
happens when you get old. Just
But I got a nap. I gotta have a certain thing on. It gotta be some murder. So I see the Unsolved Mystery, Forensic Files, or Dateline. One of those 3 has to be on. And then I set my alarm for like 30 minutes and take a 30-minute nap. Then I'm up for the rest of the day.
30 minutes. You're not a long napper?
Nah, I can't do a long nap because then I won't sleep at night.
See,
Yeah,
if I
I
do a
quit
long
30
nap, I'll be cranky. I like to fall asleep to the videos of people manufacturing things in factories. I fall asleep.
Oh, like Modern Marvels, that show. You ever watch that show?
No, I haven't, but I was thinking
How
more
It's
how it's
Made.
made.
How
Yeah.
It's Made.
Yeah, I like how it's made too. That's
Yeah.
the Science Channel. Hey man, I gotta delete this whole part.
This is what happens. This is
I'm
what
about to
happens when
lose-
you have a show with me and Amy. We
I'm
just
about to
take
lose all my street. How it's made is so dope. They be like, yo, on today's episode, we're gonna show you how we make recorders.
Ugh.
You be
I
like,
love
dog,
it.
Tell me
Dog.
more.
I never liked the hummus until I saw how it was made on how it. I was like, oh, I'll try that. It's just chickpeas. Like, I didn't know that. I just saw some slosh in this thing. I'm like, ugh, I will eat that. That's gross. And then they showed me how it's made. I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. And it still was gross. But I
It's too salty. It's bad for your hypertension. You can't have it.
It's,
Well,
not,
it
it's
gives
bad
me-
for my high potential.
It gives me an appreciation for like things in my life, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
there's time that was put into this.
I gotta
Okay.
check. I'm gonna put that on today. As a matter of fact, when I get done with this, I gotta go make shirts. I'm about to go watch how it's made. That's my shirt. Well, we got to get up out of here, ladies. Thank y'all so much for kicking it with me, man. Hey, Rue, what you got going on this weekend?
This weekend I am on a flight to Air France, and I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight someone in French.
Hey, what you got this weekend, sis?
I'm working on Florida Comedy Collective stuff. Go to floridacomedycollective.com. We're working on lots of stuff. We're a nonprofit now. We're raising money for it, getting comedians paid, putting shows on. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So just www.floridacomedycollective.com.
Nice. Wednesday night, the 21st, I will be at Craves Comedy Club, Flagler Beach. Craves. It's the whole Real Labs crew. It'll be me, Miguel, and James John, and Jeff Kaufman might swing through. When I tell you one of the best steaks I have ever had in my life is at Craves. So you're not doing anything. It is this Wednesday, 7 p.m. The Real Labs crew will be at Craves. So come on through, man. But we got to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all again for sitting in with me, man. The crew will be back tomorrow. I am Ken Miller. That is Rue. That is Amy, man. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. And Rue, tell her what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.